Welcome to the Vision Weekly Recap, where we talk about and discuss the vision and experience of our progression with our character. It's all about the vision. It will always be with for the vision. We keep it real when we discuss the vision. So when I was leveling up my Huntress, as you know, you cannot start playing as a summoner right away because you're going to have no damage. Your minions are going to die because you have no notables, no gear, no jewels. You have really nothing to sustain playing minion leveling up a huntress. You have to make the character pre-made, or when you league start, you have to play as a different class, and that's what I did. I did crossbow. It was a lot of fun. It was amazing. I know that I did it for the video where I was able to show you that hey, you actually can swap your character right away when you reach end game. You only need to do about at least 4 or 5 maps, get a little bit of currency, and get a few pieces of gear, and you can turn your huntress into summoner right away. What I was not anticipating is how bad summoners have become, and I'm very disappointed. Before I was actually wanted to play the Blood Priest because they were doing like 20k DPS. They had tons of bleed modifiers. Like I was super stoked. I had my mindset. I'm being like a blood summoner type of character. That's the hints, with the Ritualist Cultist, sacrifice, blood minions, scepters. It's only today when I made this recap video when I actually saw all the minion stats and what they've been converted to. I was just disappointed. I was super disappointed. So they went from like 20k DPS to like 200 or 300 DPS total. There's no way this DPS is sustainable for end game content and clearing maps. So those are my main specters that I focused on, and then after that, I checked every other specters and their damage, and it was all shit. All their damage is shit. I'll show you right here, right now. I have these cool new lightning scepters. So as you see, we're actually in Act 1, Cruel Difficulty in the Riverbank. I have these scepters called lightning wraiths. I thought there'll be like a breakthrough that they'll be like broken and clear speed and all that stuff. I've just been kind of testing all these random minions that I find. And look at this. They are doing no damage. And this is with my gym being level 22. With all the minion damage notables on the passive tree, my character's end game, and they're doing no damage at all, which is super crazy. And I'm very disappointed in grinding gear games. That's what I was dealing with when I transitioned my character. I transitioned my character way too early. I had no idea that minions were going to be total shit. I mean, I had no idea. I had no idea. I would have actually waited to swap my character from being a crossbow user way later, but I'm glad that I did it for the video because it's possible. I had no idea that scepters were going to be off that bad, and I'm very disappointed. So yeah, my progression ended up being super slow. Nothing compared to the lightning, javelin, spear characters that everyone's re-rolling, and that's pretty sad because now you're going to see like a 42%, 60%. Everyone's switching to lightning strike, and if they're like some other class, they're going to be a lightning strike user. Everyone's going spears because the utility's so broken. But going back to the recap of the build, I do have a requirement before you switch, is that you need to have at least 312 spirit total to have constant laser beams firing. Having 8 of them is definitely going to have a constant laser beam, which is actually going to create a good clear speed. And the reason why I went Priest of the Sun is that I had to deal with the vision gameplay. And what the vision gameplay is that eventually you run into a map where you'll have at least 50, 60 fast monsters chasing you, and you have to run around in a circle and play dodgeball. You have to play the vision. It's the vision gameplay. So dealing with the vision gameplay, the reason why the Priest of the Sun is so good is that when they cast their fire beam and they despawn, they'll actually keep using their fire beam and they become like a little turret, like a little awesome laser turret. And they actually have better AI and they twist and turn faster. And they'll actually like start mowing and killing all the groups of monsters. So all you do is you just keep running around in a circle until everyone dies. So it works out pretty good. So yeah, I'm just highly disappointed in grinding gear games. I don't even know how the fuck. they said that specters were ready to go when they nerfed all the damage like that. That's horrendous. That damage is not even suitable for cruel difficulty. So how the fuck is somebody wants to be their own minion class and they're with their own identity gonna do any damage? They're gonna get their specters. They're gonna think that they're gonna do awesome damage, and they're just gonna sit there, watch their minions do no damage at all. Then they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this class? What the fuck is this game?" While you have lightning spear, like, why does anyone need to play anything else when everyone can just play a lightning spear? Also, I was able to update the build on Path of Building, so the Path of Building is done. It's gonna be more clean. Also, I'm gonna put a budget cost of what the market, how much it's gonna cost you to make the Summoner build on the front page, and that's always gonna be tweaked every week. So the prices should be getting lower every week, more that we play and progress through the vision.
Social media.